technology. We used it.
We don't
We
use
used
it.
it or not.
Listen, both. He's not. SG is not arguing the technology aspect. Like that's. I don't know why. You guys were
What's
so.
going on with y'all, man?
Hey man, how you doing?
That was just
He
too
wasn't.
crazy.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. But the moon is within our local atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? There's a energetic dome in the sky that no one can go beyond.
So
Do you believe that?
If it was in our atmosphere, then it'd be
whatever
really easy
No,
to
energy,
go
They
to.
call it.
stop talking
whatever
over
energy that
everybody.
you're talking about, it's gonna be
Stop.
that
Jimmy,
it could be
stop.
applied.
Oh,
It could be applied to a flat Earth or a globe Earth. Whatever this guy's talking about over here, he's gonna talk about energy, magnetic or whatever. It could be applied to a flat Earth or globe Earth. So just don't listen to him.
Jimmy. No.
Anyway,
Why you guys say don't listen to them? Like they're just contributing to the ignorance. Like at least hear him out, agree with him, and you know. Like,
they know I can debunk the ball. They're all scared of me.
let me ask
What's
you.
up, Jimmy the Troll? But
Can you hear
hey,
me?
Friday. Yeah, what's going on Friday?
Bet. Listen, so let me ask you this: you think the Earth is flat?
Oh yeah, man.
All right, let me ask you this. I'm going to use the same thing I used while you weren't here. So, this is the Earth like a square or like a sphere when it's flat? I'm curious. I don't know too much about that aspect.
It's flat and globular.
Flat.
The whole plane of terrain, but the region we're in it's more of a circle, flat circle, like this circle you see right here on the host picture of the sun.
Yeah. Let me trace out a quick circle. All right. So like this, correct?
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna draw it here because it's a little hard to draw it. So if let's say the line was me walking, okay? So if I start here, okay, and then I walk 10,000 miles, and then I take a turn, okay? I walk another 10,000 miles, and I take another turn, and then I walk another 10,000 miles. See how it forms a U shape?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've got a globe here, correct? So if I'm going to try and find a place where I haven't drawn too much. So if I do the same thing, once again, you're just going to have to see. So got a blue straight line right there. Now if I start here again and I take my turn, it's a little hard to see because I've done it, but it starts there and then it goes.
I get it.
It forms a triangle. And you end where you started off at. So can you explain that aspect to me?
What aspect?
On a flat Earth, if I walk 10,000 miles, take one turn, walk another 10,000 miles, take a turn, walk up, basic geometry, it forms a U shape. But on a globe Earth,
The aspect of the shape. Okay. That's happening due to the shape of the ball you're actually drawing your shape on, literally. It's no big deal.
Because in real life, it's a globe. And in real life, if you do this, let's say right here in my room, and I walk straight south 10,000 miles, and then I take a left, and then I go 10,000 miles, and then I take another left, and I walk 10,000 miles, I'm going to be here again because it's a globe. But if I do that here, it's not going to happen.
Do different places.
No, it's not going to happen. And that's why they control the airways, the waterways and things like that.
No, because
they all fit their narrative. But
walking.
Heard of circumnavigation, where people have
circular navigation.
Circumnavigation, where you go in a straight line all the way around the Earth, and you go right back to where you started, because you go in a straight line time.
Yeah.
So Columbus started a journey for that, and then he died before they could finish, and then his crew kept on going, and they did. They went in a straight line around the entire world, starting at the Indian Peninsula and ended there as well. Not once again, if I did that on here, you go right off the edge or whatever is, your guys' dome or ice wall or whatever. We have
that wouldn't happen due to due to the layout of the continents, but yeah. No one can prove actually the Earth's shape is a ball. No one.
The Earth's shape is definitely a globe. That's how gravity works.
That's how.
What you're saying is that no one
Electromagnetism actually stands against gravity.
Whenever things are
in a logical way. But go ahead.
But electromagnetism.
Go ahead, Friday.
Into a globe. It's just gravity. Like you could same thing on a ball. If the Earth was flat, guess what would happen? It would crumble up into itself into a ball.
That wouldn't happen.
It would. We've been able to replicate.
Electromagnetism.
Let me tell y'all flat Earth. Let me tell y'all flat Earth play out. Flat Earth, we have electromagnetism. There is no gravity. Gravity doesn't even exist. No one can prove it.
How
it's
does
a claim.
Electromagnetism
though, due to that and behind that, and due to the magnetic minerals and elements that run through your veins, is what helps you stay and help you be grounded. Literally, the Earth is a giant magnet.
Electromagnetism it does not prove anything.
The Earth works. I'm trying to talk to a dynamo. The dynamo creates the magnetosphere. And how the heck are you going to have electromagnetism invoked as gravity? Please explain. How does electromagnets hold you to the ground? The Earth is not a magnet. It's a dynamo.
You pull your clothes out of a dryer.
To the man. Okay.
You pull your clothes out of a dryer.
What's wrong with this guy?
For everybody, he has no respect for anyone in here.
No, I know. He doesn't. But you pull your clothes out of a dryer, and it sticks to each other. But eventually it falls.
I'm trying to respond to the statement you made.
Guys.
On flat Earth. The toroidal field is horizontal, and magma flows beneath Earth's crust. Literally on flat Earth. There's magnetic elements within that magnet stirring around and colliding within into one another. That is giving off static electricity, which makes it be. Makes
the magnetite
electromagnetism.
None of what you're saying proves a flat Earth or globe Earth. What you're saying, it could still occur on a globe Earth. So that is not prove anything.
Work like that. Now, Mr. Flat Earth, can you just tell me what electromagnetism is? Because I guarantee you don't know what it is.
Come on, buddy.
Tell me what it is. If we are
please.
Not at all how electromagnetism works. I cannot be magneted to the ground. Because if I was, how come this has no electromagnetism? How come when I drop that, it falls? Explain that. Explain how when I drop something that's pure plastic, boom. Foam, boom. Explain that. No energy. Do you know how electromagnetism works?
Every and anything literally that comes from the Earth is magnetic to a certain extent. There's atoms that run through everything within the particles that join together to make the molecules that made that solid structure.
He's going to tell you how it works.
By Earth's electromagnetic field and Earth's magnetic pulse.
Yeah, that would make people stick to each other or repel each other.
His little proof thing, it does not disprove
everything
the globe
is magnetic to a certain extent.
His whole idea, it still works on a globe Earth. So it does not prove a globe Earth or a flat Earth.
That doesn't work on a ball or any curved surface. You will fall off.
Everything is charged and everything pulls and everything.
That's debunked, sir. But go ahead, Friday. What do you think behind that?
Works on a globe Earth.
It all boils down to the molecular level. The atoms
whatever you
are literally being affected.
It still works on flat Earth, on a globe Earth.
How it's all happening.
It still works on globe Earth. Whatever you want to say, whatever energy that you want to.
If there was no gravity on your globe, everyone on the South Pole side, the bottom side that you guys like to proclaim and throw out there, will literally fall off and blow it out into your proclaim to be space.
Whatever type of energy you wanna describe, it still works on a globe Earth.
Sounds good. Once again, everyone will float out into space. If there was no gravity on your ball.
No. Everything you're saying, it still works on a globe Earth.
You can keep parroting.
Whatever type of energy that you're talking about, it still works on a globe Earth.
There's no curvature, temperature fluctuation, literally deep.
Oh, so now you want to go to curvature. Now you want to go to curvature. When we're talking about the energy,
temperature.
Like,
yeah. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. But temperature fluctuations cause distortion, and that's what makes something look as if it's curving, going over a curve and things. And make it look as if it's disappearing from the bottom up as well. But when it's in the waters out in the ocean, waves, shoaling, seamounts come into play as well.
All right. This is getting kind of lame here. This is my live, and I'd like to talk to Mr. Flat Earth. So, what is electromagnetism? How does it work?
You want me to give you the full definition of it? That's what you're asking for? You're asking for me to define?
A quick definition. How do you make something into an electromagnet? The quick, easy answer.
You use any type of magnetic supply device you can find.
Wrong.
You said electromagnetics.
No, you can't use a magnetic anything. You can't use a magnetic anything.
Electromagnetics?
Take a piece of iron.
Sir, did you not?
Yeah, but you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. So you want me to explain it to you? But I shouldn't.
You can't
use
go
figure it out.
With copper wiring, with electro.
Nope. Nope. You just take an iron rod and wrap it in copper wire and send electricity through that wire. Now, guess what? If you send electricity through the iron, that'll make the iron. That'll make the iron magnetic. Now, if you send electricity through the iron, that'll give a current to the copper. So it works two ways. What? Hold on, I wasn't done. So it works two ways. Now I'm done. Roger, over.
Got him.
What happens when you apply magnets?
If you apply a magnet and wrap a coil around it, never done that.
What a metal.
Try that experiment.
Pole or any type.
It better be iron. I told you need an iron. I used an iron hammer in the 5th grade to make one.
Whatever he's saying, it still works on globe model. It does not negate flat or globe.
But electromagnetism does not hold people to the ground. It would make people attracted to each other. They would slam into each other or repel each other.
Not only that, it like
out the window. It is
so much stronger than gravitational forces.
If that was the case, Earth wouldn't have a toroidal field.
The toroidal field? What are you making up words or something? It has a magnetosphere and a dynamo inside. Now, do you know what a dynamo is?
His idea of
I believe that dynamo you
works
claiming about on the toroidal field.
Your no idea
magnetic field.
The dynamo is in the middle of the earth. It's molten metals. And when they're molten and they have viscosity, they rub against each other, causing a magnetic field. Doesn't make
who's been
Earth
to prove
a big
that
giant magnet. It doesn't make the Earth a big giant magnet. It creates the
magnetosphere. No one's ever proved
magnetosphere.
that claim. That's just a claim, a theory.
Yes, no, it's not a claim. It's been proved. It's an empirical fact. Proven. The northern and southern lights prove it, but they ionize as the photons from the sun come in to the magnetosphere.
Right, that's happening.
Or else there'd never be. By the way, there also want to be lightning on the Earth.
There's so many
northern lights.
You can only dig 8 miles down. No one has ever proven that core claim.
You can only dig 8 miles down. That doesn't prove shit.
That doesn't prove anything, sir. That doesn't prove your claim. That debunks your claim.
It is not
claim has
People
not
shit.
been proven till this
Just
day.
because the
You can only
Russians
dig
dug an
8 miles
8-mile
down. You
hole,
can't make the claim that there's a core of
nothing of what you're saying.
ground
magnetism down
penetrating
there
radar,
or anything.
sonar. We use sonar to
So
see the
anything
shadow
that
of the
they
core. You
claim
don't
they've
even know what you're
seen
talking about.
beneath the earth is literally beneath the earth's crust.
Nothing what
This
you're
is why I
saying.
said on flat earth is beneath the crust.
Nothing what you're saying makes it
You
flat.
can't dig down
You
So
further than
you
8
don't
miles. Y'all
need
not
to
making
dig.
sense. Y'all just
Did you
saying
hear
things.
what I said? Did you hear what I
I
said?
heard, yeah, you
We
just
use
talking. You're
sonar.
not making sense. It's not logical.
Nothing
We
what you're
don't use
saying
sonar to see the earth and to see the shadow
Beneath the
of the core.
crust. Yes, we use sonar to see beneath the crust of the earth. Yes.
You can
But
use
we're
sonar
not
to
seeing
look through the entire earth, and apparently you haven't looked at the images nor the data to see the core.
images.
Yes, we can pass sonar waves through the entire earth. But you didn't know that because you're all watching TikTok videos about flat earth.
These images you've seen that you are proclaiming are taken to be factual are not actual images of anything.
Like
They're
these
literal
TikTok videos you
generated
watched about flat earth.
composites that they proclaim to be images that they literally stitched together and made up themselves. Are you good?
Do you believe you live in a domament?
Literally nothing
So
that you
explain how, okay, if those images real, how did they make it through the magnetosphere, aka Van Allen belts?
How did they sonogram a pregnant woman's stomach? Are those images real? Is every woman tricked to think she has a baby?
That's not penetrating the whole earth.
How does a fish finder work on a boat? How do they find the fish? Is it just fake?
Is it
Not penetrating the whole earth once again, but
how does the military subs find other submarines?
Because it all boils down to the molecular level when it comes to anything.
You want to talk about the molecular level? Let's talk about it. How does the Northern Lights work then? What's happening at the molecular level to give off light like that?
Atoms and particles, literally.
Atoms and particles.
Photons,
not quite.
How did a spaceship make it through the magnetosphere?
Why are you switching the subject? Why are you deflecting?
That's what I literally brought up.
Stay on the subject.
You ran from it and brought up the
I didn't run from shit, dude. I'll talk about anything on the earth, any kind of science, any physics.
So you ran
just
from
won't
it
stay
and
on
you brought
nothing
up
long
the
enough.
Southern Lights. I literally brought up the magnetosphere.
They would not be in existence without the magnetosphere, without the dynamo, which we saw.
So how did the spaceship
let me bring
make
it back
through the magnetosphere, though? Let's talk about that.
What?
Yeah.
How did what?
How did a spaceship make it through the magnetosphere?
Because you can go right through it. It's just a magnetic field. It's not like it's pulling down the fucking ship.
He believes in space and that people can make it through the magnetosphere. That's what he believes in.
The lowest temperature point is 10,000 degrees. The hottest temperature point is 62,000 degrees. What material we know that can withstand that?
We've made many materials.
40,000 mile stretch.
You know who came up with the material? A hairdresser that was messing with some chemicals one day, and you could spray it on an egg and hit the egg with 10,000 degrees and then crack it, and it's not even boiled. That's the thinnest layer ever possible. Now they made these tiles that are made out of that shit.
You're talking about aerogel. Aerogel can only withstand.
Not aerogel. That's the lightest material ever created by man. You're all over the place. And this is getting old. I'm tired. I got to get off here. You guys have a good one. It was
What's
good
the name of the substance you're talking about then?
Bullshit. People don't even know science.
That's why you're running.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you're talking